small businesses is like being against golden retrievers. I mean, so I thank you for being here. I have a couple of questions related to that in terms of how our small businesses, rural and otherwise, might be struggling. Secretary Menke, you're an expert in agriculture, obviously. Some people in Washington have argued, not particularly persuasively in my opinion, but this is America, they have the right to their opinion. Some people in Washington have argued that food inflation has been caused by price gouging by our grocery stores. Do you believe that?
That would not be my argument, no. Inflation has impacted everything, and you started talking about disasters. I mean, when we found farms who had their properties wiped off the face of the earth by a tornado, and they had just maybe spent a couple of years, only in the last couple of years, looked at their different insurance coverage, we found that the price of everything has gone up dramatically. Well, so I would not assign blame to the grocery stores.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, because I don't know if you will know the answer or not, but when you go to your local grocery store and go buy a banquet frozen fried chicken TV dinner, what are the margins like for the grocery store? Are they making like 100% profit? Or is it more like 2 or 3% because the competition is so great among grocery stores?
I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing it's closer to the latter.
Okay. All right. I'll give you one person's opinion. This inflation that we have experienced was made in Washington. And I don't hate anybody. I look for grace wherever I can find it, but part of our job is to call it like we see it. And I think the Biden-Harris administration has been an inflation machine. I've never seen anything like it. Worst bout of inflation we've had in 40 years. Now, we're doing better. The inflation's down, but all that means is that the rates are not rising as quickly as they were. The prices are not rising as quickly as we were. So we're having disinflation. But that doesn't help with the real problem. The real problem is these high prices are permanent. Just because they're not going up as quickly as they were, people are still paying the high prices. That's the difference between disinflation and deflation, as you know. How has this job-killing inflation impacted rural small businesses? Well, maybe we start down here.
Senator, it's a mess in Iowa. What I'm familiar with, we don't have any workers that are working anymore. I used to have a job opening and get 50 applications for a position in a bank. I advertised for 2 months and I got 3 applications. One did not respond when I requested an interview. The other 2 ladies are over 60 years old and willing to work.
I'll stop you because I want to hear.
Yep, go ahead. But it's a problem with workers. We don't find the workers, and the cost of living is
Mr. Luce, I wanted to give everybody a chance.
Yeah,
Thank you for that, sir.
I think in my world, remote work and shortage of labor really kind of blew up our labor costs. All of a sudden, somebody doing web development in New Hampshire could work for a San Francisco wage from home and pay for cost of living in New Hampshire. So that was a big adjustment for us during COVID and after. I think we've compensated with just having a great place to work that people want to work at, and it seems like some of that's leveled off. But it was pretty difficult to find people, and that's our biggest expense is our people.
Okay. Ms. Lang?
From what I've talked to, the people I have talked to that have small businesses, things cost so, everything costs so much. Like every single thing you buy, you know, a ream of paper, pens, you know, it's also, sometimes it's almost impossible. And a lot of small businesses have closed. I've talked to a lot of people that own restaurants, and the food costs are so high that they can barely make it. So I'm not the inflation expert, but that's what I've seen.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Madam Chair and Madam Vice Chair.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy. Senator Ernst?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. And again, thanks so much. I'm going to talk a little bit more about rules, regulations,